Like, you can't do all the things at the same time. There reaches a point where you have to choose one pathway. It doesn't mean that you're gonna choose it forever, but it's if you're not choosing where you're gonna put your energy, where you're gonna send the energy, where you're gonna put your attention, where you're gonna focus on, the energy is going to go in too many different places. I mean, at least that's how it happens for me, and how it's been happening, and how it's like my energy gets taken, not taken, but it doesn't get used consciously and for a purpose. So it's fucking hard. And that's a story, like that's my story that I have of making decisions, and making decisions that I choose, like, okay, right now I cannot be putting my attention everywhere, because that's how my attention is gonna go. It's gonna go everywhere. So then is that practice of making a decision right now that kills all the other possibilities now, so that you can have your full attention on this one possibility that you are choosing. And if from my experience that is doesn't come familiar to me, that is very challenging. I want to have these doorways to other different places. I don't want to burn the bridges. I don't want to close and end relationships. I don't want to make decisions on projects that makes them clear. I create these little doorways that leave a possibility of sometime, someday, one day this is going to happen. And my energy is leaking there. It might not be leaking, but it's like my attention is there, my energy is going there. So one of the practices I've been doing more and more, is this focus of energy. Okay, so I'll tell you, when I was wanting to make this video, I was like, what, like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that, I'm gonna talk about this other project, this thing that I'm making, this thing that happened this week, this thing. And I saw myself, I'm like, okay, that thing is happening, where I'm not choosing the one thing. I was like, well, that's the thing I need to talk about. That is the distinction, that choice, and of choosing that one thing for now. Because if your energy starts going all over the place, then it gets dispersed. You start feeling like you're spread thin, and that your focus is not on one thing. And the cool thing, I actually don't know, I'm not gonna say this because I don't know, because I think I'm still spreading myself too thin, even though there has been a refocusing of no to this, no to that, no to this, no to that, and I'm making more decisions. There is still this way that I'm spreading myself too thin. So I don't know if it's possible to actually do all of the things that I want. And I feel sad about that, because there's so much that I want to do. There is so many things I want to create, and like not enough time for it. And that's awesome. And at the same time, sad, because I want these things with all of my heart, with all, my body wants them. So it's like killing a doorway that is so juicy, for the possibility of another possibility to come, to be possible, to emerge, to materialize. Why am I doing this? Why did I decide to make a video? Why am I making a video? And I have things that I want. There is things that I want in my life. There is things that I want right now, that I need. That I need this thing to exist in the world. I want this thing to exist in the world. And I have only a limited amount of time and energy to make it happen. And I'm up for the challenge. Okay, so this is a creation platform. Like, this is a place of creation where I can create what I want to bring into the world, where I can actually use this as a way to create. So how does creation happen in this space? How does creation happen here? What is the creation that's happening here? I'm here in this part of the world. I'm here in Vancouver Island, in the west coast of North America. I am in nature. Right now, I am creating a program, a nature program for children and families. And it's when we gather together once a week, we go in nature, and we have this village happening that happens for a few hours, from 10 to 12:30, and then until 3 p.m. for the bigger kids. So then we have this little village that's happening, and I want something about it because it's amazing. There is so much potential. I was sensing that there is so many resources that we have among us, among the parents. There is a big community here where I live of unschooling or nature schooling or world schooling or homeschooling. A big homeschooling community. They're all not homeschooling, but I don't know the names exactly. Nature schooling, that was pretty cool. I never heard that before. But it's not really a school, and it is a place for learning. It is a place for playing and working together, learning how to work together, learning how to create things together, how to be in a team. Even the adults, I invite the adults to play too. We were all playing. I'll share some pictures. We were all playing with the mud yesterday or on Friday. So what is the creation here? The creation is that I want this space to become bigger than me. I want this space is bigger than me, and I want to make it not make it available because there is already other people that want to play in it. There is this woman who she wants to be in it and play in it, and there is other people, other mentors that I've had that have joined into the space. And so it is possible for a community of people, a group of people. It is possible for a group of people to come together and have a nature program that sources villaging happening once a week. And mine runs once a week, but this one doesn't have to be like that for all of the teams, for all of the groups. It is possible for a group of people to have a recurring, ongoing nature program that sources villaging happening, learning, children's culture, and teamwork. Sources all of these things. And this is what I'm here for. This is what I want to bring into the world. This is what I want to create here. I want this to happen here, and I also want it to become a possibility anywhere in the world. So I've been creating patterns or designs or systems that allow that to happen with anybody. It doesn't have to be one person. There needs to be one person who's taking a stand for that, or a group of people, which is way better, which is what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for the other people who are taking a stand for that, and right now we are all, or at least the people that I see that they're also creating nature programs, they're separated, or everybody is doing their own thing, because we have such geniuses. There is such genius out there, like, I'm gonna do this, and the part that's missing is the working together. So I'm saying a lot here, and what I'm discovering is that I want that creation to happen here. I want to share that this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm taking a stand for. They call this field Magic Waters. So you can go to magicwaters.org. The website is a little bit old, but it has the heart in it of the village happening. It's a space for nature connection and village happening. And it's been going for 2 years. This will be our second year that we are running. And it's an invitation for being with others who have insights about how they grew their village to more people. And so what I want, the creation that I want from here to happen, is that inspiration that it is possible for a group of people to come together ongoingly to source village learning with nature and teamwork happening, which is connected with villaging. And it is, and for not for money. There is like these people like, oh, but I don't have money, or there's so much paperwork that you need to do that, and stuff like that. And I have figured out ways, not that I have figured out, I've been working with ways that you do not need these things, that all of these things there is already a way to do it, where there is a way for doing it. There is pathways, there is experiments, there is practices that you can do. There is even templates for communication. There is templates for organizing the village, especially here in this park. One of the biggest things that blocks villaging happening in this part, as well as nature connection and people coming together as people, as human beings, as beings, sovereign beings of the earth. One of the things that blocks people is the regulations from the system that says like you need to do it like this, you need to register, you need to do this, you need to pay these fees and pay these dues, and you gotta get this permit and this other permit and this regulation and this, you gotta call this person and you have to do it like this. If you don't do it like this, you get sanctioned, you get a fee, you get that really puts a chokehold not just on nature schools but also on community. There's many communities here, there's like so much land here, so much resources and people with places, with houses, and there is a choke on it. There is a choke on the possibility for human beings of coming together and creating villaging, and it comes from the external regulation system. So there is a worry, people working on all fields of this, on the legal part of it, but also people kind of like trying to do it, but then the system coming over and the pressure is so heavy that it dissolves the project, whether it's a community. I've seen it also happening with nature schools. So this is what I'm against, and it's not even what I'm against, because when I frame it like that, it's like a lost battle. I'm not against that. It's like not like I'm really creating a space little by little, like with myself, with people, and with clear agreements. I am inviting other adults, because I'm working with other adults, to play in a game of higher level of responsibility, where we as adults are choosing what we want for our children, what we want for our community, how we want our children to grow up, what do we want in their, like how do we want it to go in us. And this is the invitation that I'm making, and it's really fun, and at the same time it's very scary. Like lots of people get freaked out by the radical invitation and the possibility of taking responsibility, like more responsibility for their life, for their health, for their, let's call it education, but learning. They're learning how they learn, how their children learn, and even how the adults learn, for how it goes inside of their relationships, like their marriage or their partnership, for how it goes in how they live. They have to fit into these houses and rent and all of these things. And one of the things I'm creating is having the possibility that you can engage with that, with these predefined boxy invitations from a system that is in place for you to play inside of those boxes. And I'm creating an invitation that you can engage with these things in a radical way, in a way that you are not just choosing yes or no. Okay, yeah, I'll go with the 2-bedroom house or the 3-bedroom house, or I'll go with the public school or nature school, but that you are actually choosing the thing that you want, that you are not just choosing from the menu that they are giving you, but that you are choosing, that you are creating the menu. You say you want rice with a steak and broccoli and roasted peppers. That's what you want. That sounds really good right now. So you are a choice. This is the place where you are a choice. And when this is the invitation that I want to keep making, and it's a radical invitation, and it's not for everybody. And the edge where I am at is how to make these invitations. No, it's not how to make the invitation. It's not how to. It's having fun. This is ecstatic. This is alive. This is being really alive. I'm here by myself, and it's easy for me to say this in here. And I love this is what I'm creating this for. But it's hard, like engaging with that, with life. Like this is so radical. And this is what I want more of in my life for myself. And this is how I want to make these invitations for others. Because it's just so much. Like this morning, it's like, I want this and I want that. And there's so much that I want. And this is how it is to be alive when you're engaging with your power of creation. that you're not just choosing. And yeah, you don't have to do anything, but if you're not choosing the thing that you want, then you're choosing from the menu, and your energy might be getting dispersed all over the place. So this is the radical invitation to choose one thing and go with it. Choose one thing and go with it. It doesn't mean that that in the future you're not gonna have other possibilities. You can go to the next thing, and then there might be another possibility. So this is the invitation to engage with life in this radical way. So what is it? Thanks. No, thanks for watching. See you next time. I'm having too much fun. No, I'm having fun.